Welcome back, everyone, to Universal Voice. I am Caribel, your host for today's Group 5 of Delegates. Let us welcome Algeria.
Hello, everyone.
Ecuador.
Hi.
Ghana.
Hello.
Philippines.
Mabuhay.
And Poland.
Hello.
Reminding you all that all these answers are strictly opinionated, so they're not wrong or right. Ladies, are you ready? Let's get started. Welcome back, everyone, to Universal Voice. Today we have Algeria. Algeria, welcome. Can you tell us a little bit more about yourself?
Hello, everyone. Nice to meet you. Here is Miss Universal Algeria. Well, my name is Ines. I'm 33. I'm living between Algeria and France as a medical assistant.
We are back today with Ecuador in this version of Universal Voice. Ecuador, welcome. So nice to have you here today. Can you briefly tell us a little bit more about yourself?
Hola a todos, ¿cómo están? Soy Katy López, tengo oficialmente 32 años. Bueno, soy ingeniera acuícola, una carrera completamente distinta a lo que se espera conocer a veces de muchas mujeres. Soy CEO de una academia también de formación de jóvenes con intereses en el mundo del modelaje y los certámenes de belleza. Y bueno, apasionada por la vida, me encanta viajar también. Y bueno, ¿qué les puedo contar de mí? Soy la segunda de 4 hermanos, aunque por ahí también tengo 9 hermanos. Pero bueno, nada, feliz de estar aquí y poder iniciar esta experiencia bonita con ustedes y con Universal Woman.
Welcome back, everyone. We have Universal Woman in Ghana. Ghana, can you tell us a little bit more about yourself?
Hello, everyone. My name is Angelina Eliklim-Kopi. I am a final year student at the Radford University College studying physician assistantship. And I'm a twin, a pageant girly, and a firm advocate for breast cancer. And I love to crochet, I love to read, and then I am very, very good with my hands. Anything that requires that I need to learn a skill with my hand, I am very good with that. So yeah, that's me.
We are back with Universal Voice, and we are here with Philippines. Philippines, can you briefly introduce yourself to us?
Hi, mabuhay. I am Jasmine Omay, representing the Philippines. I've been joining pageantry for 7 years now. In fact, this is my 15th pageant, but my very first international pageant carrying the sash of the Philippines. So pageantry allowed me to become a pilot through scholarship, but I was able to finish a degree in business management. Pageantry also honed me to become a model and a host by profession, and it also brought me closer to support the charities and causes that are closest to my heart. But despite all the glitz and glamour of pageantry, I have been the most affected and insecure from the negative comments, the destructive criticisms of the people I don't even know. That's why joining Universal Woman is the missing piece I need to learn to fully embrace myself and to just celebrate women all over the world. Becoming a part of Universal Woman will expand my horizon, not just a beauty queen, but also as an empowered woman that I am.
Welcome back, everyone, to Universal Voice. We are here with Universal Woman Poland. Can you tell us a little bit more about yourself?
Hi, yes. My name is Paulina Pieniążek. I am 32 years old, and I am currently working as a property manager for 3 different commercial buildings, along with being a real estate agent, and still pursuing more courses to basically be able to grow in management in different courses.
Hey, so happy to have you here, Algeria.
Thank you.
Algeria, your first question. What have you learned from someone very different from you?
I have learned by my mom that you have to fight for what you want. Nobody will give you for you. I mean, if you want something, you have to fight. You have to prove you need it and you deserve it. Because you have friends, you have family, it's okay, but you are your own friend and you have to fight for it.
Thank you, Ecuador, and happy belated birthday to you.
Thank you.
Okay. Ecuador, your first question. How can you plant hope in your surroundings?
La educación para todos los ámbitos de nuestra vida. Creo yo que formando desde la niñez, formando a los jóvenes, dándoles oportunidades, generamos muchísima más esperanza en nuestro futuro.
Right. I believe that education is important in all the aspects of our lives. Educating young people from their childhood, giving them new opportunities.
Creo también que educando desde la inteligencia emocional, que es un tema que siento yo es muy importante al día de hoy, dándoles tranquilidad en los corazones a las personas que están pasando por situaciones difíciles o cómo afrontar sus emociones de una manera positiva. Creo que eso también genera mucha esperanza en el futuro de las personas.
I also believe that educating emotional intelligence is very important, giving peace of mind to people, supporting people by healing their emotions will eventually generate a better future for everyone.
Ghana, your first question. What have you learned from nature that you couldn't learn from anywhere else?
All right, thank you. What I have learned from nature that I couldn't learn from anywhere else is that you need to listen to your body. Sometimes when your body is telling you this, or if it's saying you need to rest, you're being too stressed, you need to listen to it. That's nature just trying to tell you that at this point, you need to take a step back, relax, and then continue. So yeah, I haven't been able to learn that anywhere else because everyone is always trying to move ahead in life, trying to compete with each other. But then for me, what I've actually learned this couple of years is to take your time, relax. It's not a competition. You get there at your own time. Everyone is on a different journey. We all need to learn to take our time, breathe, relax, because our mental health is everything. That's like very important to us right now. So yes, that's what I'm trying to start.
Philippines, what small actions can light up big changes?
Okay, so I do believe that just having a positive way of seeing a lot of things, because the world is indeed hard at this point. You know, there are problems, and in life, we just really cannot avoid these things. But just having to smile every now and then, I think is the smallest, but really has a great impact. Just for example, there was a time where I am commuting here in the Philippines. It's just so hot, and everyone, you can see their faces, how at times you don't even know a person, but you know, someone is having a problem. And I was able to smile for that moment. I don't even know why. And then this old lady smiled back at me, and it just really showed me how a smile, not even a word, you know, that small act could ripple to her and at the same time be affected of this genuine happiness, you know. And I do feel like being positive, just having that smile maybe, or the small act of kindness really goes a long way in order for the heaviest things to be lighter.
Okay, Poland, your first question. What does the word peace mean to you?
So the word peace, that to me would have to mean unity. It would have to mean universal love. It would have to mean resilience. It would have to mean grace and just feeling grounded. And so peace for me is just literally a universal form of love. And that's what I try to carry on every single day in my life.
Your final question. How do you connect with creativity?
Okay, my first talent is dancing. So I can express 100% my creativity. I can express my humor, and if I feel bad or if I feel happy or any feeling, I can express by the dance.
All right, moving forward, Ecuador, what's the bravest thing you ever done for yourself?
Creo que es una muy buena pregunta y me encanta. Creo que nos permite también que todas las personas que nos están viendo conozcan un poquito más de nosotras.
I think that's a great question, and I love it because it allows that everyone who's watching us can get to know us a little better.
Algo que puedo resaltar de mí es el ser una mujer resiliente. Siento que he pasado por muchísimas adversidades y esas adversidades me han enseñado a siempre ser parte de la solución y no del problema. A siempre ver el mundo con muchísima más empatía.
I think that's something that I can highlight about myself is being a resilient woman. I have gone through many adversities, and those have shown me to be a part of the solution instead of the problem, and by looking at the world with much more empathy.
Siempre he creído el poder que tenemos como mujeres, el de transmitir en base a nuestras experiencias una vida con propósito. Siempre he querido ser una inspiración para muchas jóvenes y creo que las experiencias por las que he pasado y las situaciones que he afrontado me llenan de un motor, como me dan esa energía para poder motivar a las jóvenes a que luchen por sus sueños, aunque sé que suena como algo ya muy trillado, pero es muy real. Creo que como mujeres y como jóvenes es importante no dejar atrás nuestro propósito, el saber que tenemos una vida con un propósito y el llegar a cumplirla es muy importante.
I also would like to add that I've always believed in the power we have as women to speak through our experience and to have a life with purpose. I think that I have been an example to young women and young people, and having gone through all of these experiences fill me with emotion. I think as a woman, and I think that being an example to young women and people have filled me with emotion, and it has made me highlight that it is important not to leave our purpose behind and to live our life with purpose in order to accomplish this. This is very important.
All right, moving on. Ghana, how do you support other women in your surroundings?
Okay. The way that I support other women in my surrounding is to be a firm, supportive system for them. I usually tell the people around me to just take their time. I'm going to say this again. Take your time, do it at your own pace. You don't have to try to compete with anyone else. It's you against you. You're just trying to be better than the previous version of yourself. And as long as you're doing that, that is all that you need to care about. A minute of growth is always better than none. So as long as they are trying to move forward, take their time. Yeah, you're going to fail sometimes, but then you also need to understand that from those failures, there are also lessons that you learn. You learn and then you move forward, find ways to go about it and not make those mistakes again. So yes.
All right, moving on. Philippines, how is mutual respect built?
Mutual respect is built by fully knowing who you are as a person and at the same time accepting everyone who you don't know. Just because we as humans often go through a lot of challenges in life, and at the same time, if we learn to see that these people that we see every day have the same exact feeling or even has way larger difficulties in life, we learn to appreciate that space that we need, and that's where mutual respect comes from, just fully understanding that they're also going through something, and at the same time respecting, because respect begets respect.
Okay, moving forward, what experience transformed you forever?
one experience in particular that really made me more susceptible to change was basically in search of a different job after I have ended mine for a complete of 13 years. I have basically from that point started from ground up and left a whole being in management of a different level of a different community environment, and switching over to another one made me start things all over again. So I believe in you can basically do anything from ground up, and that's basically what made me start being able to foresee that I can do anything, from going from one job to another and starting basically from ground scratch zero.
And this wraps up our Group 5 of delegates in the round of Universal Voice. Ladies, congratulations on a job well done. And for those of you back at home, please do not forget to vote for your fan favorites. Once again, ladies, congratulations on a job well done. And we'll see you all very soon on the next episode of Universal Voice. Until next time.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Ciao.